वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tamanna, and it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to the promo release of the first ever kind of e-learning website designed exclusively for homeopathic medical students. I, on behalf of my entire team, thank the management committee, principals, staffs, and all students for giving us this opportunity to present this program. E-learning, as we all know, is the use of electronic media and information and communication technologies in education. Here we shall be using animations, videos, audios, text, and images to make the learning not only easy and effective but interesting too. As far as homeopathy is concerned, for competing in the race against the modern system, most of us has left far behind our theories and principles, on the basis of which the entire system was once built. Somehow, most of us has got diverted from their path and are into patent practice, either to earn their bread and butter or to fill their own pockets. With this initiative, we are making an attempt to excavate the buried theories and principles to bring back the era of classical homeopathy. So, welcome once again to the world of e-learning, a place where learning is not just made easy, but we make you realize the fun in learning. Here we shall take you through a journey to help you learn and understand the basics in a very innovative and interesting way. Our aim here is not to point out who is right or who is wrong, but to make sure you understand the basics so that you can decide for yourself as to what is right and what is wrong. So let's get started. To begin with, let us explain briefly what exactly we have in this package, why we have started this initiative, and what exactly is our aim. We shall listen from Dr. Akshata, who shall be explaining us about our aim with this initiative.
Hi, I'm Dr. Akshata and welcome you once again to the world of e-learning. Ever since its discovery over 200 years back, on one hand, where the people from so-called modern system of medicine were trying to bring us down, we continued to gain popularity and attain new heights. With the passage of time, by bringing out miraculous results. While those who criticize us were busy in hunting for at least a molecule of the original substance in our homeopathic dilutions, patients kept on coming to us as, for them, getting their disease removed was more important than caring about the presence or absence of at least one molecule of the original substance in the dilutions that they take. Soon, we became popular as a system which can do miracles. But can we? Homeopathy cannot do any miracles. But the result, which may sound as a miracle to a layman, in fact is the outcome of the hard work and proper application of our theories and principles by a true homeopath. So, it means that every homeopath who possesses a thorough knowledge of our theories and principles can bring out such miracles. Now, then, the question is, why are such miracles not happening every now and then? Why do most of us fail to bring out such miracles? Either they have not understood our basic theories and principles, or they do not believe in what they have studied and understood. With this initiative, our main aim is to throw light on the importance of these buried theories and principles. We aim at making you believe that even still these theories and principles work. We aim at bringing back the era of classical homeopathy. We aim at making you aware of the fact that giving patents and combinations is not what homeopathy is all about. We aim at generating interest within the students to practice classical homeopathy. We aim at making them realize that all their dreams can come true if they are sincere towards what they study. We aim at teaching them the art of homeopathy. And lastly, we aim at generating genuine homeopaths for the survival of our system in the future. It is said that the aim of an argument should not be to win or lose, but progress. So, we aim at the progress, and for the same reason, we welcome healthy arguments. We do not insist our audience to believe us blindly, but if you think that you are still matured enough to think for yourself before you decide, you are free to make your choice. We only aim at making you think. At the end, you are free to take your decision and follow the path that you feel shall take you to your dream destination. Those who think that it's too late for them to start from the beginning, again, we would suggest that it's better late than never. We are here to make you believe that all of your lost dreams can still come true if you follow the route of homeopathy too. I understand it's difficult to believe, so this is an initiative to make you believe in a convincing way. Give us a chance to make your future bright. Give us a chance to rebuild your lost hopes. Give us a chance to build your confidence, and finally, give us a chance to help generate genuine homeopaths.
Organon of medicine, the key to answer all our queries and doubts. Each and every aphorism has to be understood if we wish to understand as to what Dr. Hahnemann meant by the term cure. We need to understand that these aphorisms are the backbone of our system, without which we are indeed worth nothing. So let's try to understand each of these aphorisms one by one. Let's begin with the very first aphorism of our Organon of medicine from the master himself.
The physician's high and only mission is to restore the sick to health, to cure, as it is termed.
Right then, it's not so difficult to understand the meaning of this aphorism. But unfortunately, most of us have failed to understand this very first aphorism. So let's listen from Dr. Akshata.
Now, when we read this first aphorism, it seems very easy to understand. In simple words, it means the aim of a physician should be to treat the sick, to restore him to a state of health. But unfortunately, many of us have not understood the meaning of this simple statement. If you wish to understand this aphorism, first, you should try to understand as to what Hahnemann meant by the terms sick and cure. Sick. Now, the meaning for this term is entirely different for an allopath and a homeopath. For an allopath, this term refers to anybody where physical changes can be traced, either at cellular level, tissue level, or organ level. To understand this statement better, let's listen from a patient.
ECG किया था, PMT किया था, ECO किया था, उस आदमी बताया। फिर एक बार दवा लेने के बाद भी दर्द चालू था, कभी भी दुखते रहता था। ये दिन पहले के दिन ऐसे गिर गया मैं, अपने आप मेरे को मालूम नहीं।
कहाँ गिरे?
ऐसे बाथरूम में गया था, वापिस गिर गया। फिर उस दिन गया फिर डॉक्टर की तरफ।
गिरने के बाद तो अपने आप उठे नहीं?
मैं उठा फिर ऐसा गिर के था, जब होश आया तो थोड़ा मैं बोला गिर गया, फिर उठ के खड़ा हो गया, घर पे भी नहीं बताया, फिर उसी टाइम में फिर गया था। तो वहाँ पे फिर और एक बार TMT को दोबारा उन्होंने भी कुछ नहीं बताया। वो हो गया, इनको पहले पेट का किया, वो मैंने इंग्लिश को भी किया, पेट की पहले जासूस के लिए, वो दर्द चालू था तो उसके लिए TMT किया। और अभी ये प्रॉब्लम चालू हो गया, मैंने रेखा से पहुंची जैसा लगता है, और थोड़ा सा काम का लोड आ गया तो मुझको नींद नहीं लगती, और घबराहट नहीं ज्यादा आ जाती है, कोई कम ज्यादा हो गया तो घबराहट जल्दी आ जाती है। और ये एलर्जी का प्रॉब्लम तो आपको पता है, एलर्जी सबसे ज्यादा एलर्जी है, और आम पर हरदम दुखते रहता है, ऐसा पैर रहता, शरीर में दर्द रहता है, तो वातावरण में ऐसे हो गया, आम पर दुखना चालू रहता है।
और कुछ
संडास नहीं होती थी।
संडास नहीं होती थी?
हाँ, फिर वो गैस से ऐसे चढ़ती थी इधर में, तो मेरे को लगता था कि हाथ दुख रहा है मेरा, वो इधर उधर भी घुसती थी, यहाँ पे दुखता था वो कहीं, अभी बराबर यहाँ पे। तो इसकी वजह से मेरे को हरदम मन में रहता था कि सर हाथ का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हाथ का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
संडास होती है मतलब कितने लोगों की होती है?
मेरे को बचपन से ये है संडास का, शुरुआत तो मैं जब होश में आया समझ जाओ, तो खर्रा वगैरह मेरे कोई शौक नहीं था, खर्रा भी नहीं खाता था। मैं 10-16 साल का 17 साल का हो गया, तब तक मेरे को कोई शौक नहीं था, मैं खर्रा में सुपारी में दारू में कुछ।
Did you hear it? ECG done thrice, TMT twice, echo and sonography 1 time each. Still got nothing to give the observed symptoms a diagnosis. For them, since the results are all normal, they can't consider the person as being sick. But the patient himself feels something is wrong with him. For them, their treatment begins once they have made a diagnosis. Until then, they prefer to wait. Wait for the initial signs of derangement in health to become more severe. Wait for changes to occur that can be traced by physical examinations or tests. But by then, there are chances that it may be too late to reverse the changes so occurred. As a homeopath, we need to understand that it's the patient who becomes sick, not his body or any organ. If somebody is having cirrhosis of liver, we have to understand that he is sick, so he is having a liver cirrhosis, but not the other way around. Now, in such cases, if it's only considered that his liver is sick and treated accordingly, chances are there that the very underlying cause which has resulted in the cirrhosis may now affect some other vital organ. So a patient who may have visited a hepatologist for such a condition, has his GIT affected, at a later stage will go to a gastroenterologist, then maybe to a urologist, then a cardiologist, and soon roaming for years and years. To understand this better, let's watch a presentation.
Let's say, for example, if the very fundamental cause of the disease initially affects the liver, it may result in cirrhosis of liver. A hepatologist may be able to remove the physical symptoms affecting the liver, and by doing so, he may claim to have cured the patient too. But the actual cause still remains within the body. This fundamental cause may then affect, let's say, stomach, and may result in gastritis. And when treated for this gastritis by a gastroenterologist, he too can claim to have cured the patient by removing the physical symptoms affecting the stomach, but again, the cause still remains. Then, maybe, the heart gets affected, so the patient rushes to a cardiologist, then, maybe to a nephrologist, urologist, and so on. The patient keeps on roaming from one specialty clinic to the other, as long as the cause remains within the body. If this fundamental cause is removed, its effects automatically disappears.
So, from this first aphorism, we should clearly grasp as to what Hahnemann meant by the term sick. It means a state where the patient is not having the feeling of well-being, a state where he is experiencing some abnormal sensations, a state where he feels he is not healthy, either physically or mentally, with or without the presence of physical symptoms. Here,